It's Ash from SuperVideos back for another video for The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at a very popular theory as far as what Rick's journey is going to be in The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live. And believe it or not, it appears that they actually told us Rick's journey right in the trailer as far as the main beats of his story goes in this particular series. So stay tuned, we'll be right back to break this down. Alright, as always, before we dive into it, smash the like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. With that said, let's dive right into it. Obviously, when he first gets to CR, he's gonna be a nobody. He's gonna try to get back to his family, but he can't really do that until he heals from his injuries early on. But after he heals from his injuries, he's probably gonna want to return to his family. Something is probably going to happen which is going to force him to stay. And Major General Beale probably has a lot to do with that. Maybe they're going to do something where he is at their debts now. So he has to pay off a debt in order to be free from this particular group, in order to go back to his family. And of course, we know that to pay his debt, one of the things that he can do is help the CR in the calling centers that they have and basically clear the herds of walkers that are around the CR and CRM's main bases. We've seen quite a bit of shots in the teasers and trailers showing Rick being taken to some sort of wooded area by the CRM where he's going to be surrounded by all of these walkers, some of which are flaming walkers, and he's going to be killing these walkers and basically making a name for himself in front of the CRM. And of course, we do know that it's extremely likely that it's going to be at this time where Rick is actually going to have to cut off his own hand, which is chained, in order to survive an encounter with a walker. This could be the exact moment he cuts off his hand. Now, of course, we know that this is not gonna really tickle Major General Beale because there's probably tons of tough survivors. He definitely would get intrigued to know more about this person, Rick Grimes, who cut off his own hand to survive. But it's not going to be enough to help him climb the ranks. But of course, we do know that he is going to be at the calling center for an extended period of time. And if we take a look at the latest trailer, we do know that there is a point in time when he doesn't have his hand at the calling center. He's probably there before he loses his hand, but also after he loses his hand. And of course, we can see that he is a killing machine, even with one of his hands missing. And this is going to tickle Major General Beale a little bit more. And he's going to be extremely interested to know more about the Rick Grimes that they brought back. And I think a lot of these are going to come together to really have Major General Beale tell his guards to watch this guy. We also know that Rick is going to make an attempt to escape. We saw that at the end of The Walking Dead's original show. He showed up in the post-credit scene where we saw that he was captured after attempting to escape from the CRM. Of course, at that time, he had his hand, so it was before he loses his hand, but he was still at the calling center, which means that at some point, Beale is going to see a guy who has attempted to escape multiple times, a guy who kills a bunch of walkers, some of which are not your typical walkers like the flaming ones, and he does it at ease, and he is a killing machine. He can even make tough choices like cut off his own hand to survive. And even with that, even without one hand, he is still a killing machine. So I think what's going to happen at some point is Beale is going to see Rick as an asset, even though early on they might not have seen him as an asset, even though Jadis brought him to the CRM as an asset. At some point, they are going to see him as an asset. And I think even Rick is going to realize that in order to get back to his family, he needs to climb the ranks of the CRM. He needs to be in better positions to be able to do what he wants to do, which is escape. And we do know based on the trailers that at some point, Major General Beale is going to go to Rick with an offer that he might not be able to refuse. He might want to, but he might not be able to because of the leverage that Major General Beale has on him. Now, that job that Beale has for Rick is definitely something unethical, something that Rick doesn't agree with on a moral level, but he has to at least take some part of it so that he could climb the ranks. And I think in time, what is going to happen is that Rick Grimes is going to get real close to Major General Beale. Not necessarily be his right hand man or anything like that, but he's going to make a name for himself in Major General Beale's military, the CRM. And not just the military, but he's going to work his way to be in the special forces of the CRM. And even within these special forces, he's going to be one of the top lieutenants that are there. And I think at some point, what's going to happen is that Rick is going to see he has enough leverage, he has enough power to try to do something. But that's pretty much everything I wanted to go through in this video. This is basically everything we can tell by the teasers and trailers about Rick's journey in The Walking Dead, The Ones Who Live. I'm definitely intrigued to know your thoughts and opinions and theories, so share that in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this, smash the like button, subscribe to join our community, and press the bell to be notified when I upload on the channel. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video.